Mike from LA1 Network here on YouTube, and welcome back to the Lightning Bolton Live Player Series. Here, as he is a shooting guard for the Phoenix Suns, but he is still seeking his way out. But he can't do that because yeah, there's a 5-game limit here, so we have a back-to-back rivalry games here. Has the Suns, which is formerly known as Phoenix Wright's former team before he traded his rights away to Toronto, as they take on the San Antonio Spurs, which we already scanned this arena, so there's no point to scanning this twice. Here, as there is the Lightning stretching in the backcourt there. This is also the home of the Silver Stars in the WNBA.
The Suns come in looking for a win. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. And that does your confidence, guys, no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And a big key to the loss, to me, was how poorly they shot their free throws. They just didn't make the most of their opportunities at the line.
They sure didn't. I'm not sure if it was a lack of concentration or confidence or a combination of the two, but...
As there you see Lightning, as the Lightning comes out, as the Suns are trailing 7-2 here, as there's...
caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he said we're a very clever team without the ball, and I'm betting we force our share of turnovers in the open floor and take them right out of their game plan.
And there's a slam dunk right off the bat there.
Thanks, Doris. So Clark and Steve, defense, it looks like...
So they'll be playing side by side right there. Brooks says, there's the Lightning continuing his domination. Gives it to Petrus, who loses it, and now good transition. Guards against Tony Parker. There's Neal, as Eels block him, and there's no good shot defense there. As the Spurs continuing to crush Phoenix right now. Yeah, he's from Spain, but he didn't realize about that immigration law. It's out about it. Here, as the Spurs...
17 points for him last game against Chicago. Brooks against Parker. Genova. That's the free fly.
And now the Spurs are up by 10 here, but the Suns it's still early, so the Suns can still get in this game here. As there's Lightning wearing Roberto Rojo's old number of number 2 as nope.
I think they're hoping that Thiago Splitter, who was a rookie last season, will make some big strides here this year and really help San Antonio on the glass and at the defensive end of the floor down on that block.
As the Suns continue to miss, as Vince Carter, as Vince Carter goes to the free throw line here, this will cut the deficit down, and the first one he will make it.
Maybe top 5s in both categories, but now at 34 years old, he's grounded a bit.
Antonio McDyess is checked in for San Antonio. Duncan comes in for James Anderson. And Phoenix also making a switch here. Lopez is checked in.
There you see.
Not one to ever make excuses, but you heard through the grapevine, Steve, that his knees are starting to be a problem for him.
Well, Clark mentioned his age. I mean, that's just the reality of playing in this league, particularly somebody like Vince Carter, who's a high flyer. You think about all that impact.
Robin Lopez locked him as Manu Ginobili. Will be representing Argentina in the London Olympics, which starts tomorrow as I am recording this.
When you look at Manu Ginobili, he and Bill Bradley of the Knicks, the only 2 players.
I'll be at Disney recording, but luckily I have it gonna get it recorded so I can watch it.
Talk about Ginobili as a person.
Watch it tomorrow.
A great ambassador for the game.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, he's beloved in Argentina. He's the second Latin American player ever to play in the NBA All-Star game. He's blazed some trails for others to follow. Just a phenomenal
Jefferson against Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Suns miss again. Spurs leading by 12. Parker kicks to McDyess. Kicks it to Ginobili. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. In this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And this, the first of 3 games that these two teams will have against each other this year.
And there's Lightning's first shot.
All over him.
Strong move against a much bigger defender.
Yeah, he's definitely giving up a few inches, all right, Steve, but didn't seem to bother him.
Parker kicks to Jefferson. And it's Carter picking him up. Jefferson passing to Ginobili.
And there's a good shot defense there, so his teammate grade went up a bit.
Suns trail by 10. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
And there's Lopez, and shot and miss. So free throws here.
Contact right there.
Very easy call to make. No question, contact on that shot.
Yeah, you know, you can allow a little contact.
So that is it, and now with a minute 52 left, we don't see any advertisements as the Spurs, as the Suns lower their lead.
Here is Parker. 7 points in the game. Ginobili outside. Parker outside. Stolen by Brooks.
And I like the aggressiveness defensively, forcing that mistake.
Duncan out there with Steve Morgan. And it's Tony Parker. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Quinn in a 2-guard. That's the San Antonio 5. And it's blocked.
Thank you, Lopez.
The Suns trailing.
Wait,
Well,
oh,
after a season in which they didn't make the playoffs, the Suns finally made the painful decision to trade away Steve Nash this offseason in the attempt to start the rebuilding process.
well, they already did. They traded him to the Lakers of all teams.
Shot no good. Well, the Spurs will take it the other way.
And now he has to guard against Tony Parker, the cowardly Frenchman. And now he has to guard against Tim Duncan. Oh boy.
Not competitive at all.
You know, Steve, we thought it would take their best.
There's another good shot defense there.
Obviously, it was far from it.
But going back to Steve Nash, that trade for the Suns, it's hard to give up a guy like that, a player who's really the face of the franchise. And Steve, you know better than anybody the identity of that team.
Well, I know Steve would have liked to have finished his career in Phoenix, but the organization made the decision, and well, Nash deserved a chance to play on a contender in his last few years. So hopefully this will pay off for him. Nice touch near the hoop.
And Steve Nash is now a Laker, so he will get to be joining a contender.
Play for the last shot, just as you said.
Brooks outside.
There's the Lightning, and he still misses.
Here's Quinn. Shot is
And that misses, and that's the end of the half
San Antonio.
for this game, as Phoenix trails by 2 to San Antonio. Now it's time for XP at the half.
Welcome, everyone, to this Friday night edition of the HB Halftime Show.
Robin
Already some
Lopez
highlights
leads
from
points
these
for
two
the
on the
Nets.
night. They're
Well,
both leading their teams in
Not
scoring.
the Nets, the
Now
Suns,
let's
will
go
Madden
around the
Ginobili
league
leads
to
for the
catch up
Spurs.
on other NBA action. It was the Nets with a win against the Bobcats in
Well,
Charlotte.
speaking of
That
the
one
Nets-
puts them 2-2 in their last 4 contests. Their leading scorer, Darren Williams. And another game also in the books.
Whoa, the Hornets are 10 and 5.
The 76ers in Philadelphia. They'll want to do better next time out. Their scoring leader, David West. And now here's what's going
Whoa,
on in the
Phoenix
rest of
beat
this
Miami.
division. The Mavericks take
Phoenix
up
right at the
win against
Raptors.
Kings
And
in
did
Sacramento.
the Lakers just
They
lose
ended up
to
just
Jazz?
taking that game over. They were in complete control. Dirk Nowitzki had the team high. And that's it for now. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burker standing by, ready to call the second half.
Welcome back, everyone.
As there you see Phoenix as Phoenix is now trailing by 11 here, as Lightning is back out there as the point guard. So this is very good for Lightning because this will be his chance to keep scoring here. So he's the opposite of Roberto Rojo here, as there's his first shot and he scores by a fast break.
Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Bolton in at point guard.
And there's a milestone. He scored 100 points right there.
It's Michael Pietrus, and it's Childress in at the small forward position. Green kicks to Anderson. Launches a three, and that is good. Anderson
Now there's a dynamic goal. Reduce it to 5. Oh boy. How about make it to 10? Will that make it easier for you? And he got fouled by Anderson, so Lightning goes to the free throw line. And he completes an objective.
That's one of the reasons they really fell from contention in terms of their postseason hopes a year ago.
No good on the free throw. Well, you know, for the Suns, Clark, why do you think they struggled so much against the West?
Well, I think part of it was they weren't getting enough done inside, and in the West, that'll cost you. I mean, we've talked about it before, Kevin, how big the front lines are in the Western Conference in general. I mean, you look at a rebound, 10 out of the
There we go.
15
So he avoids the epic
last
disaster.
season were in the Western Conference. I mean, points in the paint,
Ugh.
11 of the top 15 were Western Conference teams. I mean, you've got to be able to handle your business inside in the West. If you don't, it's going to be hard to win.
Bonner goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Spurs lead by 13.
You gotta like the way they've come out here in the second half. They're starting to knock down shots with regularity.
He gives it to Pietrus, who gives it to Warwick, and he makes the basket. Another pass to
You're moving
assist.
the ball, you're getting good looks, the shots you want. And I think they've
As
gotta
Lightning
continue to play
continues
smart
to
and play
show his
together
true
just like
colors
they've
that
been doing
he
against
should
the
be the face of the franchise.
Here's Neal. 5 points in the game. And Splitter backs down. Pocket 4. From deep.
Good shot defense and a C+, and that is it.
Third quarter, a double-digit deficit.
At the end of the third quarter, as Robin Lopez leads for the Suns, at the end of the third quarter, the Suns are down by 11. Now it's time for the advertisement for December 7th.
Next Wednesday, Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks go up against Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. The NBA season is in full swing.
Oh gee, that's who our next opponent is. Derrick Rose and the Phoenix, Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks.
Here's Parker. Parker and Manu are the backcourt. Jefferson and Duncan making up the forwards. And it's McDyess in at the 5. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Ginobili, that's the team.
And there's a mistake by Lightning, as this could be the beginning of the end here.
First basket as we get going in the fourth for the Spurs.
There you see Lightning.
Lays
Boom.
it in without an inch of room around him.
Been a little too easy for them.
Now let's take a look at the box score here. As you can see, Lightning is 7th. Is the tied for the third scorer with Dowell, Murphy, and Bolton. Carter is not doing so well here.
Yeah, I think so, Steve. I mean, they've really dictated the action in the paint. That's been their focus, and the defense hasn't mounted much resistance at all.
Duncan, he's guarded by Murphy. McDyess dishes to Ginobili. Suns trail by 11.
Good job, Dudley. As Dudley misses, so free throws.
On the way up and 2 shots coming up. That one on Jefferson.
You know, Jared
So
Dudley's
now the
never been
deficit's
most
down by
athletic player
10.
on the floor, but he's got a sense of humor about it. The 6'7" swingman made a pledge to get at least 10 dunks last season and finally reached his mark with 3 games left.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Mark, you brought up Jared Dudley. He has become a fan favorite in Phoenix, not just for his sense of humor, but Steve, also for his consistent work ethic.
Yeah, Suns gave him a 5-year extension last season. Part of that was his all-around play, a high-energy player, a good three-point shooter, and part of it was just what he means to the team, chemistry-wise. Great teammate. He continues to do everything well out there.
And a shot at the crowd of San Antonio as they are.
To determine what he's done best so far.
Doris Burke has
Sorry, Silver Dancers, they brought you out for nothing.
Kevin, Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds to every loose ball. We
I look,
the
the triple twos get it 22 and another 2 there. As there's the call, and it's gonna be our ball still.
Thank you, Doris. Here's what Phoenix has lined up on their schedule. Following this,
Dallas is next. Then we hit back home to Golden State. Then it'll be against Orlando.
Here's Dowdell. Now here's Dudley.
The 3, yes.
That shaves the lead to single digits. Dudley's got 9 points here in the second half. Spurs leading by 9. Ginobili the pass to Quinn. Duncan outside. Here's Ginobili. Rebound by the Suns. Murphy's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Unfortunately, he allowed the offensive rebound, so there you see Lightning making a move. Gives it to Lopez. As Lopez gives it back to Lightning. As he will make a move and score.
And it's good on the way in.
So there's
taking it strong into the paint over and over again.
Yeah, that really seems to be the strategy, partner. I mean, pound it inside.
Ginobili kicks to Quinn. He kicks it to McDice. The feed to Ginobili. Jacks up a 3.
there's a good shot defense. So he's back at a C+ again.
He's putting
But
on
barely.
a dandy performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half.
Now Dudley.
And there's an assist for Lightning.
They get those 3 points back in a hurry, don't they?
Yeah, they sure did. Didn't take them long at all to respond.
Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
It's Ginobili outside.
And he allowed him to score. So back to the barely again.
Short order. 2 straight from deep after
So
the-
that is it here.
Yep, you got it going. Nice clean looks.
As the Silver Dancers.
Check in for the Spurs.
And here's Aaron Brooks comes back out.
In for the Suns.
As things right now are not looking good here for Lightning here. As there you see, there's a mistake there.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jefferson gets it to Martin. That's good. And it's a 12-point.
So no C+ for Lightning in this game. Unless he makes another assist, but that it'll be barely out, so.
Here is Dudley.
As
Picked up by Ginobili. And here is Dudley. Brooks, left side. Covered by Parker. Let's go. And it's blocked.
Another board for them. They've got a huge advantage in that regard.
and unfortunately, Lightning didn't go anywhere near it.
True barometers in winning
As there you see Lightning making a move. Will he get 11 here? Nope. Instead, he got the ball got full of hands. What the? What?
Inside. Pocket 6. McDice passes to Ginobili. Misses in close.
And there's a good shot defense there. And now with 1 minute left.
And Dudley kicks to Brooks.
As there you see Lightning making a
It's
move.
covered by Ginobili.
Gives it to Lopez. Gives it back as he will go for it. And he will miss.
Good work defensively by Ginobili. 35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Parker. Beautiful. And the Spurs lead by 16. Timeout call to Suns. They trail by 16. 29 seconds left.
Here as the entire roster is going to sit out.
Pretty much been put
Here
on
it's
freeze.
pretty much over at this
You
point.
know what? I'm not sure. I think at some point you got to concede and save your energy.
So San Antonio goes with the
So there you see Lightning making a move as
Tied up.
he's going to try to become the next one of the other leading scorers. Nope.
And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Quinn.
As the final seconds tick away, this is the only game for this episode as the Spurs win 80-64. Lightning Bolton loses.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. How much did he...
So he only got one objective done in this episode. So, well, he gets that shot against Dallas back in Phoenix. But now it is time for the press conference. It is a much better movie. Time for the press conference.
Tonight's game was another laugher. With the team showing almost no life out there once again, why would we expect anything different going into the next game?
You shouldn't expect anything. I don't see why you keep getting caught up in stuff like that. We just go out there and play the games. And sometimes we win, and sometimes we lose. And sometimes we lose for the second straight time in blowout fashion. That stuff happens, man. Get over it and stop trying to project our future performances based on 2 ugly games. Please.
Lightning, you go, man. So I think this should just about do it for this episode, and this should just about do it for the NBA portion of Road to Glory Thursday. So come back next episode, as we'll see Lightning take on the Dallas Mavericks. Later, folks.